Hello, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family.
Why, hello there. Welcome back.
Yes, and again, an invitation to everybody to come join us over on the growing Patreon family. Absolutely beautiful crew over there. Wonderful, wonderful people, and we will have an exclusive going up there either today or tomorrow.
Indeed, we will.
Yes, we try to get one up at least 2, sometimes 3 times a week over on Patreon that are exclusives. All right, so today is the 15th. This is the big day according to many. There's been such a buzz about this day. There's also like so much of a buzz about who is going to be President Trump's VP, because the announcement was slated for the 18th, but now it's going to happen today. Oh, okay. Could this possibly be that event that they were talking about? Now, if it is a pick, say, like somebody that everybody's going to just yawn or say, why did you do that? Like a Marco Rubio or something along those lines, it's not going to be huge. There's a lot of conjecture. I think one of the odds-on favorites is Vivek Ramaswamy, and others have been mentioned, including possibly RFK, I should say, Jr., coming, on board with him. Some people have said JFK Jr. is going to come back from the dead or back from hiding. It's pretty interesting to think about this, when you look at it, even though we believe that presidents don't make any real significant decisions, because, there is a quote-unquote shadow government that makes all the decisions. They are figureheads. At the same time, there is a rapidly growing consciousness upon the planet in which people are starting to really realize this. And also just the fact that, this governance that we've been under hasn't really been the friendliest to humanity or the planet.
I know. This is, even though it's a show, it still affects us. So anything that affects us, we need to pay attention to it. We need to watch it. So yeah, I am wondering if this is the event. Is this that thing that Cliff High was picking up? Not exactly sure. When you're dealing with information like that, it's a translation thing. So there's all kinds of different ways you can look at it. But the day is very, very young, and we're just going to have to wait and see.
Yeah, it's been amazing, really, the rapid change in consciousness and growth that's going on. So, some people, I think it may be Tulsi Gabbard, others maybe the governor of South Dakota. There's a lot of people out there, but if it was to be something that would be earth-shattering, that would be, again, altering of consciousness, it would have to be something really out there. And two of the more out there choices, and maybe one's not so out there, would be Tucker Carlson. And how about Elon Musk? Can you imagine if he picked Elon Musk? Elon was saying Trump has his full support. He jumped all over everything since the shooting. He's been on the Trump train the entire time. What if Trump picks Elon? And then he's not around for very long, maybe. Something happens, or he's just up in age, or what have you. You can have an Elon Musk for president. The Simpsons did a show on Elon, and it was about him dropping in from outer space. There's been a lot of allusions to the fact that Elon may not even be human. So in some ways you could say, well, maybe the handing off of the reins back to those that come from Mars, or the Gigi Anunnaki, again, is part of the plan here. Even though their time is limited, because they know that they're in a different yuga and they're not going to be able to maintain control for too long.
No, we're going to continue to get more and more independent, find our footing in this world, find our own truth. And that's what I like to see people do is what is your truth? You know, is your truth this thing because someone else said that, or is this your truth because it's for you? You know, things that resonate are good, but at the same time, are they resonating because it's what you've been brought up with? Is it resonating because your parents agreed with that, or is it resonating because you truly deserve it? And that's where I see humanity right now, is they're really digging deep and they're finding out where their footing is aside from all the BS.
You know, it says here 2 hours ago, Trump posted Unite America. And you just had the attempted assassination of Trump, or however you choose to view it. When you look to RFK Jr., obviously, you know, he lost members of his family to that very thing. And then you put him in there with Trump, and I think it could create a sense of uniting people. So, yeah, you know, again, we're very cynical of anybody that has been any politician during a dark age, because the only way you ever get towards the top is to be part of the system. Is it possible that people can break away from the system? Well, that remains to be seen in my mind.
I think so to a degree right now, but you really would have to be like somebody on a tribe and on an island somewhere where no one has any access to. But right now it's like I see that we have a system. We need to work with that system. So I think, to me, the best thing to do is blend with it, but don't cross your own morals and your own boundaries. Make sure you know where you're at, and then use that system to get out of the system to the highest degree you possibly can. I mean, we don't have to support it in the traditional ways. We don't have to support it in ways that, you know, really make us nauseous. We can find different ways to do things. And I look at the medical system. I look at that medical system and I see it's just a racket. It's a racket. No one ever gets healed. Healing is not part of the Western medical system. It's just part of a action reaction. And if they see something wrong in the human body, well, they're just going to throw chemicals at it and weaken one aspect and strengthen the other and bring you further and further and further out of balance. But healing has everything to do with balance. And there's a lot of really good healing modalities out there. There's a lot of really good healers out there that people could start sending their money to.
Yeah, so let's see the type of things that actually get implemented. You know, again, do they abolish the IRS? That would be a start. I think that would be a good place to start. Absolutely. Withdraw from the UN, withdraw from the WHO, and start dismantling the CDC and the FDA, which literally are littered with people from Big Pharma. Let's see all that start to happen. And if it does start to really happen, you know, then that would be a wonderful thing. Again, timelines can change. Things are changing rapidly. They really do it feels like we're in kind of uncharted territory, even though the future forecasters got this event like dead on. Naeem, he had it perfect. And then I think it was Dick that also saw somebody with blood around their mouth and up around their ear. You know, they even had the positioning of the shooters. So, yeah, people can remote view, absolutely. And, you know, this is the reality. We can all do things like that, because if you guys caught our first video today, our first video is up on Heart's Own, also on Patreon. It's talking about the fact that there's all these beings in what we would call 4D, or on the astral side, where we are when we leave these bodies, typically. You know, it depends on the individual. There's more beings over there than there are here, and they communicate telepathically. When we are in another age, when we're in the silver and gold age, we will be communicating telepathically, and those abilities will be developing during this bronze age that we are currently dipping our toes into.
We have a long way to go, but I think we have a good start. And if you point your intention and point your energy towards something that you like and you want, it's going to help.
People are bringing up the predictive programming part of all this. Those 1982 Illuminati cards that came out have been, we could see accuracy in them. Are they exact at the right time? Do they tell you everything? Not exactly everything, but you can definitely look into them and see and say, well, hey, this looks like that, and this looks like this was predicted, 42 years before it happened. Yeah, absolutely. Eating the bugs, everything. It's very, very curious. There was one card that looked just like 45's reaction, to the whole event. And that now getting to be very, very famous series of photographs of him. You can't make this stuff up, but the reality is, ultimately, we really are one consciousness. This is all an illusion, the fact that we're separate to a degree. We are all in one ocean of consciousness. By the way, bird flu dance choreographers, they need some dance captains. Closing date is 29th of June. Oh, wow, bummer. We missed it. They are seeking highly exceptional, enthusiastic bird flu dance choreographers and dance captains to join us at the Children's and Young People's Cancer Service. Create and produce a lot of different routines. It's just so, as this person is reacting and just laughing. I mean, what can you do but laugh at a system that telegraphs everything so much? They must think we're all idiots or sleepwalking zombies. Mm-hmm. Well, the zombies are waking up. More and more zombies are coming online all the time. When you look to our past, you'll see a lot of weird things, like this torpedo washer. Clothes cleaned by compressed air. No gas, no steaming, no dollying, no steeping, no preparation, no tearing and tangling, no bleaching, no destruction, and a great saving of soap. How did it work? Pretty interesting machinery over 100 years ago. Plus, are we always moving linear fashion forward? No. Everything repeats itself in these, huge loops and cycles. Ask him. He gets it.
I don't know. Whenever I get confused and I'm not sure which dimension I'm in, I just go see Rama and Sita and hold sassy, and I get myself grounded. You can't go wrong there.
Absolutely. And each time through is unique, by the way, and is unpredictable, as much as they try to make you think that you cannot resist the will of the controllers. Oh, yes, we can. Watch us. Source bless and namaste.
Namaste.